Hello, my name is Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. Now, if you've got a cold, or they call a common cold, you need to really listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I've discovered about the common cold and stopping it quickly, it's brand spanking new and it just might be the untapped resource that you have been looking for. Now you'll see for yourself how simple it is to quickly stop not only the common cold pains, but the coughing and the congestion and the terrible feelings of exhaustion that you experience each time you've got a cold. Now what I'm going to share with you is 100% proven. It's a way to get rid of the common cold fast. And you're also going to discover how to heal your system when you've got a common cold without the need for expensive and useless and even dangerous drugs before your body permanently damaged by the drugs. Now, Emma Williams, the health editor on this website, she's urged me to share with you details of an astonishing yet obvious discovery that I've made about common colds. One that gets rid of your common cold faster than you thought possible. And if you use this remedy just once a week, especially in winter, your common cold won't come back. Neither will your sore throat, tonsillitis, laryngitis, bronchitis, sinusitis, and many of the other conditions that affect your throat, your nose, and your lungs. So now in plain English, you're going to find out what's the most likely cause of your common cold. And you're going to discover it's a simple, it's a very powerful, and frankly, it's the most sensible cure for a common cold ever discovered. Now every day millions of adults reach for their common cold drugs because after all there's nothing else they can use, right? The shops, it's just full of them and they're sold painkillers at the drugstore and maybe told to take some vitamin C, but the poor person who's got the cold is often left alone, almost abandoned, left to cope with what can be, it's a miserable, persistent, debilitating, painful and a very weakening condition. So what's actually going on? Because after all, a healthy adult doesn't normally get common colds. So something is wrong. And if you suffer from a common cold on a regular basis, then something is wrong with you. And I'm sorry to remind you of something so basic and simple, but it's true. And just because drug companies don't know how to cure a common cold does not mean that you cannot be cured. Now, I've been up close, personal, with adults who used to have regular common colds, and my years of experience have led me to a following simple, profound conclusion. Your common cold is caused by your immune system that has been weakened by either stress or diet or insufficient exercise or not drinking enough water. But in addition, modern drugs, maybe a previous over-the-counter medication, or painkiller medication, and it all contributes to a build-up of toxicity in your body. Now, your weakened immune system allows bacteria, yeast and molds to breed in the head and the chest. So your weak immune system can only do so much at once. As it battles the bacteria and the yeast and the mold, the cold virus sneaks in and begins to breed. So you can end up with sneezing and a banging headache and runny nose and aching all over, and you end up feeling terrible. So you go to the drugstore and you buy painkillers and cold remedies, and they will weaken your immune system even more. That's why the common cold, you suffer on a regular basis. And the drugs that are used to treat the common cold is actually weakening your immune system and leaving you wide open to a future infection. That's why common cold sufferers often get it twice, 3, 4 times a year. It goes away and it just comes back. But so do all the side effects that weaken your immune system. You get oral thrush, you get genital thrush, itchy backside, digestive problems, blurred vision, something wrong with your hearing, and lots of other side effects. And most common colds, it's as simple as that. Now the breakthrough came when I realised this. If I can kill the bacteria and the yeast and the mold that causes the initial infection without damaging your immune system, then that would free up your immune system to fight the cold virus. So, how do you kill the bacteria and the yeast without toxic drugs? And in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern drugs, according to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine like antibiotics and things like that, it's about 800,000 men, women and children every year. That's 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. So and that's the doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate to find a way of killing the bacteria that's breeding in your nose and your throat and your sinuses and your lungs without harming your immune system, because I've seen so many people permanently lose their health after taking course after course after course of drugs. And it's tragic and it's all so unnecessary. And that was why I did my research. You see, human beings with common colds have been around for as long as human beings have been on the planet. Pharmaceutical companies have been around about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about the common cold. So my first step in research is always to go back into history and see what was going on then. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist books, I mean that I've got secret access to some of the best books on the planet. Books that are mostly kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries, specialist libraries. Even drug companies have got some amazing collections of herbal remedy books. Or I read books that science believes are not worth looking at. Books written by people with no medical qualifications, but who've lived in the wilds of Mother Nature all their life. And they've had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next because they work. Now, it was in one such research book that I found the clues to an ancient cure for the cold. Just 3 herbs that were said to get rid of the cold very quickly. Now, I had heard of these herbs before and I've used them many times, but I had no idea that they would have such a powerful effect on common colds. I knew that up till now that most remedies for a common cold are nothing more than a mild decongestant, maybe a bit of lemon. Anyway, it's got a pleasant smell. They help a little, but for a common cold, they don't work because they're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. My research also established that over 25 years ago, a medical student in the UK had scientifically tested a whole range of herbs, and she found the same 3 herbs under strict laboratory conditions had 100% proven to kill all the bacteria, yeast and the molds that weaken your immune system, allowing the common cold to get in. So then her research, because it was just herbs and not some drug, it was put on a shelf. So I simply devised a way to get the herbs from the bottle into your infected nose, sinuses, throat and chest. And then it was done. I had a unique remedy which did one simple and very crucial function. I discovered a natural organic remedy which killed bacteria, killed yeast and it killed mold on contact in literally just a few seconds. Now this allowed your immune system to get on the single job of getting rid of your cold. And then the remedy worked. And unlike drugs, it doesn't harm your immune system in any way at all, because the remedy is not swallowed like painkillers or antibiotics, and your immune system is not shocked, damaged or weakened. Now I wanted to taste it for longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me, because every single client with a cold was cured, and sometimes within just a few hours. So the combined effects of these 3 organic herbs at preventing common cold symptoms is unstoppable. So I call the remedy Common Cold Doctor, and it's been proven countless times now to cure the symptoms of common cold. And it works because it addresses the problem from a completely different angle. You know, the other cold remedies, they don't even acknowledge it. You simply inhale a few breaths of the remedy vapours from a bowl of steaming water. This takes about, well, less than a minute, and that's it. No painkillers, No antihistamines, no nasal sprays, no antibiotic pills, no capsules, no decongestants, no steroids, no inhalers, and no medication that slaughters your already tired immune system. But I must warn you, this remedy is not for the faint-hearted. This remedy really packs a wallop. So it's not to be used by children and teenagers unless you're going to supervise them. Now, within a few hours of using this, you will know you feel different. Your common cold problem, it'll be getting better. So this is convenient, it's very easy to use, and it means you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming doctor appointments, or discussing your personal health problems in the drugstore, or just buying anything that you can, just trying to sort it out. It's 3 bottles of very pleasant herbal liquid that you can keep in your pocket or your purse and take it with you. But these 3 bottles will last you a very, very long time. But perhaps more importantly, this remedy marks the start of a new life for you. A life free from the cold, coughing, phlegm, days of weakness, feeling weak all the time. And not only that, now listen to this. If you use this remedy once a week throughout the year, it prevents you from getting a cold. Now, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Well, if you have a cold right now, and you'll know just how big and important a breakthrough this is. So the mystery of treating a cold, a common cold, it's over. If you suffer from common cold, there's now a safe, effective, and very affordable solution. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Common Cold Doctor with advertising, fancy packaging, sending it out to a small network of distributors. But I never got the chance. See, what happened was, word quickly spread about the results that I was getting with the Common Cold Doctor. Patients started coming up without an appointment. Herbalists started doing the same without an appointment and literally demanding that I make it for them. But I couldn't because it wasn't so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stop the common cold come from the Middle East. Now, in these war-torn, difficult and struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment of anything from the Middle East? To say my ingredient supply is in the lap of the gods, it's a bit of an understatement. But however, I did manage it. Now, recently, I got enough ingredients to make 3 batches. And I've made each batch by hand myself. I've measured the herbs, I've weighed the herbs, I've mixed them, I've blended the ingredients together. So I don't want you to worry about that. I've checked everything. The Cold Doctor remedy that I make are of the very highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So if you or a member of your family has got a common cold problem, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy from Emma. And it's called Common Cold Doctor before her supplies run out and before you even consider getting any more of that toxic medication. Now, a cold using this Common Cold Doctor remedy, it's like an avalanche of healing. It's for a very good reason. The way the drops of this remedy flood your nasal passages, your head, your sinuses, your throat and your lungs with very powerful healing herbs. It's like experiencing an avalanche of healing in your breath. This remedy really does pack a wallop. Within a few hours of using it, you'll know your common cold is going. But you've got to hurry, however. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and to fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of this Common Cold Doctor to anyone else before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or the online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, now she's got it, and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or you order late or you're thinking of coming back later, you may miss out. And if you've got a common cold problem, that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. The result will be you're going to be happy and free of a cold. You're going to be feeling healthy again, refreshed and ready to go. This will allow you to, it makes you smile more, you'll be much more relaxed, and you can enjoy your life free from the misery of a common cold. And that's what this is all about. So have a good look at the site and Have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the common cold doctors help many men and women across the country get rid of their cold very quickly. Now, you might have a few doubts or a few reservations, and I understand that, and that's fair enough, because after all, we don't know each other. So let me put your mind at rest so you can experience this common cold doctor, this remedy for yourself completely risk-free. You can use this remedy to your heart's content for a full 90 days. You don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself, because you've got my complete ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of it is this. See, this is a breakthrough. Breakthrough. All I'm saying to you is, if it doesn't quickly and easily get rid of your common cold, I'm not saying it'll make you feel better, I'm saying it'll get rid of your cold. And if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, then I insist you send the remedy back to Emma in any condition, and she will personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. No questions asked, no hassling you, nothing. And you can even keep that free set of health books, and that's my way of saying thanks for trying the remedy. And you have my word on that. Okay, so how much will this common cold remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment here at the office, plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade, it is organic, and it's guaranteed to work. But because you don't have to have an appointment with me to get it, plus we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff and all the other services, I've agreed with Emma to give you a discount, a 50% discount on the Common Cold Doctor remedy. That means you can get your Common Cold Doctor for just $87 plus $5 shipping. That means you're going to save over $280. Plus, Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you an additional gift. It's some free bonus health books, full set, and valued at $127. That's to the first 100 people who try the Common Cold Doctor remedy. Now you can see those books below. These bonuses alone are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So this is an amazing offer, and it's risk-free. And this is the first time I've done an offer like this. $87, it's less than the price of a course of antibiotics, which won't work. $87, it's less than the price of steroid medication, and that doesn't work. And it's certainly less than the price of a visit to your doctor, and what's he going to do, or she going to do? So order your remedy now, while Emma has the stock, and whilst you're still on this page. Simply click the link below, and Emma will get the remedy in the post to you today. And if you have any questions about the common cold, or about how this common cold remedy works, then write to me. I'll be delighted to answer your questions. But what really delights me is helping you get rid of your cold, and then showing you how simple it is to be free of a cold for the rest of your life. That really excites me. So I look forward to helping you. All right, bye for now.